Welcome, Seeker. Come on in, take a breath, and just step away from the absolute noise of your daily life for a minute. We're stepping into a sacred space of learning here. Today, we're not just, going through another explainer, we're preparing for a genuine spiritual initiation. I want you to sit with me as if you're a student at the feet of an ancient sage, totally ready to uncover the hidden blueprint of the cosmos. So let's just dive right in and explore the eternal sound of the universe.
Right off the bat, I want to challenge what you might already think you know. Is Om really just a word? I mean, is it merely some religious symbol printed on a yoga mat, or just that sound you casually make to kick off a meditation session? Or is it actually the ultimate, hidden blueprint of the universe itself? To figure this out, we've got to look way past our modern interpretations and turn to the ancient rishis who literally experienced its profound reality firsthand.
You see, those ancient seers, they didn't just invent the sound of Om. They didn't sit down and just string some random letters together. No, instead, in states of impossibly deep samadhi, we're talking profoundly deep meditation here, they actually discovered it. They experienced it. They called this primal vibration Pranav. And Pranav is quite literally the precise vehicle that elevates your consciousness. Think of it like a bridge, a literal bridge, carrying your individual soul straight over to divinity, to that ultimate truth we call Brahman.
Which brings us to part 1, the root sound of creation.
So ancient Indian philosophy, which is actually kind of wildly similar to modern physics in this way, states that the universe kicked off with vibration, or nod. Walk through these steps with me, it's pretty mind-blowing. From that initial primal sound emerged space. Then from space came air. From air, fire. Fire gave us water, and finally, from water, the solid earth that we are standing on right now. Think about what that means. Absolutely everything you can touch, see, or feel is at its core simply a devolved, dense physical form of that original, perfect cosmic sound.
Moving on to part 2, heart of the Vedas, Pranava.
There's this absolutely beautiful metaphor in the Mandukya Upanishad. It says, just as ghee is the hidden essence of milk, Om is the essence of all the Vedas. I love that. You see, ghee isn't something totally separate from the milk. It's the pure, concentrated truth hiding right there inside it. And in that exact same way, every single chant, every complex ritual, and every sweeping melody in the Vedic tradition, especially the musical Samaveda, is actually just an expansion of this one single seed.
And the Katha Upanishad takes this even further. Just pause and consider the sheer magnitude of this for a second. Yama, the actual Lord of Death himself, is speaking to his brilliantly sharp young student, Nachiketa. And Nachiketa, he wants to know the ultimate secret of existence. So what does Yama do? He condenses the entirety of all spiritual knowledge, all the texts, all the penance, into one single unimaginably powerful syllable, Om.
All right, part 3, the science of AUM.
Listen closely, my fellow seeker. Om isn't just you saying Om, like one flat block of sound. Not at all. It's this dynamic, cosmic process made up of 3 very distinct sonic phases, A, U, and M. I actually want you to try this later. When you open your mouth totally naturally and vocalize from the very back of your throat, the sound A is born. Then, as that sound physically rolls forward on your tongue, it naturally evolves into U. And finally, as your lips close, it resolves into M. It literally encompasses the entire spectrum of human vocalization in one single breath.
Now look at this map of existence. That first sound, A, represents arising, the Genesis, which is associated with Brahma, the creator. Then U represents upward movement, ongoing life, preservation. That's associated with Vishnu. And then M, and this is an absolutely vital point. M is not death. Sure, it's closure, but it actually represents transformation, symbolized by Shiva. It's just like how a seed dissolves to become a tree, right? M is just the shift from one state to another. These 3 letters perfectly mirror the eternal cycle of the entire universe.
And wow, this connects so perfectly to what Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. He says, of letters, I am the letter A. Why would he say that? Well, because A is the absolute root of all sound. If you don't open your mouth and produce A first, literally no other letter can follow. Krishna identifies with it because just like A is the root of all vocalization, Supreme Consciousness is the root of all existence.
This leads us to part 4, the 4 states of consciousness. So, the Mandukya Upanishad is incredibly brief. It's literally just 12 verses long. Yet the ancient sages tell us that it alone holds the absolute key to liberation. It lays out this fascinating map of human consciousness divided into 4 states, perfectly mirroring those sounds of Om we just talked about. You have waking, dreaming, deep sleep, and finally, the 4th state, known as Turiya.
Let's just compare the first 2, since you experience these every single day. The waking state correlates perfectly to the sound A. Your eyes are wide open, your mind is looking outward, and you're engaging with the physical world in broad, open action. But when you transition to the dreaming state, which matches the U sound, your physical eyes close, your energy moves upward and inward, and suddenly your mind brilliantly creates its own entirely subtle, internal universe.
Then comes the M state, deep sleep, or prajna. Think about the profound peace of a totally dreamless sleep. There are no dreams, no swirling thoughts keeping you up, no external world demanding your attention. Your lips are closed, just like the M sound humming to completion. In this state, the mind absorbs into a profound causal stillness. It's this beautiful, necessary ending that rests and resets your soul before the next morning's creation begins all over again.
And finally, part 5, from sound to ultimate silence.
Now, here is the real secret. The absolutely most crucial part of Om is not the chant itself. The trap that so many seekers fall into is just stopping at the sound. I want you to imagine the chant in your mind right now. A, U, And then the sound just fades away into emptiness. It is in actually entering that lingering emptiness, really stepping into that profound stillness, that's where the true magic resides.
And that silence actually has a name. It's called Turiya, the 4th state. It's not waking, it's not dreaming, and it's not sleeping. It is the completely silent, unchanging consciousness that simply acts as a witness to all those other states. The great philosopher Gaudapada pointed out that this Turiya is the profound realization of your very own soul. It's Brahman. It is the absolute truth standing peacefully behind the grand illusion of our constantly changing world. It is never born, and it never ever dies. This is exactly why the great sage Patanjali warned us in the Yoga Sutras that mechanical repetition is merely the beginning. He said, the repetition of Om should be made with an understanding of its meaning. You see, true meditation, true union, it only happens when your active mind dissolves entirely into the profound meaning of the syllables and ultimately melts right into the silence. Pure silence. This is Brahman. When you chant AUM, you are walking across that bridge we talked about. But when the chant finally ends, the bridge has delivered you. You have arrived into the infinite. You have touched the divine.
So, my fellow seeker, I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative thought to carry into your own practice today. When the sound of the universe finally fades, what is the eternal truth that remains within you?